sure we're going now. So, decided to make another video, of course. Unlike last times I've been doing this, I actually wrote out a small script because there's a few notes I want to go over for this session. So we're going to be going over a few things. I wanted to talk about a few topics. First is cheating in chess and the implications of that. Of course, I want to discuss the Kramnik and Daniel Naroditsky situation. And this is a game I played recently where I actually played yesterday, where my opponent accused me of cheating. And after we go over all that, I want to go over the Polish opening, which is something I've been playing a lot. And maybe we'll play and do some puzzles after. But yeah, cheating in chess, it's very serious. You know, if you play online, maybe it's not so bad because you just play online and gain a few rating points. But if you're in like a competition, and there's cash prizes, of course, that can be, it's just not good. It's not good for your character. It doesn't give you a good reputation. And yeah, this whole ordeal with Vladimir Kramnik and Daniel Naroditsky has been kind of looming in the air in the chess world the past, I guess it's around a month or so. It's been a while now. Yeah. In case anyone doesn't know what happened, I'll just give a quick recap. Vladimir Kramnik is a former chess world champion, and over the past 2 years, he has accused several players of cheating with great, what's the word, enthusiasm, aggression, just constantly going after people, even young kids at some point, 12, 15, playing in tournaments who are obviously very good. And most of these allegations have no validity whatsoever. And Daniel Naroditsky was a top grandmaster and chess coach here from the U.S., and he was very good, and he tried to prove himself that he was not cheating, but Kramnik just kept going after him, of course, and anyway, he discovered that he was deceased. I don't know if it was 3 or 4 months ago. My timeline's not very good right now, but and it's the whole reason why I bring this up is because what you say online, I think that's important. How you treat people is very important. And I've been suspicious of people before, but to outright accuse someone that they're cheating, you know that they're cheating, and you can't even see what they're doing, it's kind of, you better be pretty sure. So just take that with what you will. And of course, some of you may know I am Christian. I don't shy away from that. For this particular video, I actually want to read the Bible verse. Whether you agree with the Bible or not, that is your prerogative. But I do find this to be very true. This is Proverbs 15:1. It says, "A soft answer turns away wrath, but the harsh word stirs up anger." And, in our culture, everything was seems like people have a lot of harsh words these days, especially if you get on Facebook or, I don't know, Twitter. I've never had Twitter. YouTube, seen a lot of that. Um, People have something to say about everything, and I think if we just take a step back and really process what we're trying to say and put it in a way that is respectful, that it will mitigate a lot of this anger that we see in our culture. But that is what I think. Now for this game, let's go ahead and get into this. So I was playing on my other accounts that I've had for several years on chess.com. So I've got a Read Chess account, and I've got two chess.com accounts. One's on this computer and one's on my phone. I've been playing a lot of Bullet on it, but that's pretty much it. It's the only time control I've been playing. So it's not quite up to my rating, but it's probably close enough. But I've been playing the Polish opening, which actually starts with b4, 1b4, and it's a very interesting opening. The idea is to develop this pawn, put the bishop here. If you can, trade this outer pawn with this central pawn, and you know, kind of claim that you have an advantage because you have some more central pawns. You can later push and gain some space. But anyway, so the game continues. And by the way, the time rating, the time control for this was 2 minutes. We each get 2 minutes and 1 second per move. Okay. So they defend their pawn. I defend my pawn. They push in the center, which is a good move. And I play this e3. Okay, put the knight out. And I play c4. This is a common idea to try and trade this pawn, develop the bishop if you can. So they defend it. And here I play b5. Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought maybe I could get this knight some trouble, and I could go back here. I could go here. I was thinking maybe queen a4. I could check. Maybe I could push. I don't know, but he's trying to cause something. And the computer does not like it at all. Anyway, so quite a few inaccuracies this game. And I decided to gain space here. I figured why not. It's probably better to develop the knight or maybe the bishop. Try to castle at some point. Maybe even queen c2 is okay. But okay. And they kind of push. I guess they're a little paranoid. I bring my knight out, which, yeah, you can see on this move, this pawn is not defended. I didn't see that. So I just brought the knight out, totally missed it. They of course took a pawn, and they're way better. So here I hit the bishop and the pawn. And simply just trying to gain some time, at least, continue with development. Bring the bishop back, take the knight, put the knight in the center, just trying to target this bishop. Bring the bishop back, and I develop my bishop. So it continues. And here, because they castled, notice that this diagonal is a little bit weak. So I put the queen here. So now at least this pawn cannot move for the time being. they step out of the way, and I think that's actually a good idea. And I try to open up anyway. I just want to get both of these knights in the center. If I'm going to be a pawn down, I at least want some center control. Put my pieces in the center, maybe my rooks at some point. If for activity. They counter-strike. And here I decide to attack this bishop. I did see that they could do this right after. I didn't really think of what to do in that situation. I'll just queen c2. Not really see anything else to do here. So, and the computer says that it's the best move. But they made a blunder and push this pawn. So I take the bishop because I see that if they take, I can take the darts for a bishop, and if I can attack this knight, I have this knight's check. And of course I can also take this pawn, maybe, and after the queen moves, maybe I could, I don't know. I felt like this was the right move, so that's what I did. Take out the bishop, and I move the queen, which is a blunder. So I take this knight, maybe capture, I give this a check, and at first I was thinking that I have this checkmate here, with the common trap of king moves over, knight checks, which is a double check, and after the rook goes over, you take the queen and that goes back into checkmate. I saw a few moves later that this knight was here, over the square, so the knight could take, so that would have been terrible if I would have played queen g8 at this point. This would have blundered a queen. But I did see it this move, so I moved the knight back to where it was, and instead I took this pawn check. They move the bishop. Now the bishop is pinned. It can't move, so I first wanted to just put some more pressure on it. And with this move, yeah, because this bishop can't move, so now I fork the queen and the rook. They take. I didn't take back, I should have, because I could have won the queen. All I saw was that this is check after I take, and after they take, I pick the bishop, so I'm up into real. And this is how play continued. Not too accurate, probably, for these last few moves. And I just wanted to defend all my pawns by connecting them. Having the queen on this side I think is useful. So escaping any sort of checks or anything like that. The queen is stay over here. But I gain a pawn. They push, which is good because they're trying to open up where my king is. And I retreat my queen back. I take. And here I blundered. I just saw that I wanted to attack this knight. The queen would have go somewhere else, so they also blundered. There's a lot of blunders in this game. They take the pawn with the rook, which is obviously a blunder because the rook can just take back. After the knight takes, you can either take with the queen of the rook, or take with the rook, and that was the end of the game. They decided to use their last bit of time, which I think was about 90 seconds at this point, and send me a message that said reported. recorded. Get good, load trash. Um, it's just an obvious indication that they thought I cheated and they're accusing me of cheating. And so, but it's just so obvious that I didn't because, well, one, it's very hard to cheat in that fast of a time format. But also, look at how many blunders, how many inaccuracies and mistakes. It just, just that font even had this accuracy is a bit lower. It was like 84%. So that was just totally uncalled for. I think I played an opening that caught them off guard. They didn't really know how to play against it. There were some tactical moments here that they just let me have. And I think we both could have played better objectively. But it's like going back even here. Yeah, like they could have played a better move because I'm threatening to take the knight, and after they recapture, get this check. So maybe even a move like this bishop back to e8. Let's see what the computer thinks of that. Let's turn the computer on first. Okay, no, it doesn't like that move. Okay, it really wants to trade this bishop. Okay, but it would have been better than what happened versus this. It's plus 3.7, almost 4. Yeah. This, after this, you take, and this is check. Although, let's see, what is something else first? So when the bishops get traded, I'm trying to remember. Oh, the bishops got traded back. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Okay, yeah. But anyway, so they could play that better. But, so that's the Polish opening. And let's look into it further. Let's go to analysis. Do it. So this is the Polish opening. It's also called the orangutan opening, or there's another name for it. I barely remember what it is. Starts with an S, I'm not sure. But this is the most common way to reply by pushing this pawn forward. And again, this bishop is attacking here. You go off the bishop. And this is one of the main lines where you just take, the knight. And from here, you can put your pawns in like a triangles type structure. Put the knight here, put the bishop inside, put the knight here, something like that. So let's say, let's go for this. This castle. This black has an advantage here, but I don't really think it matters. I mean, this is playable. You can put the bishop here, right here, here. Something like this. Kind of like a London system, but without the b-pawn. You could probably also just push this pawn at some point. It's one way to play it. There's also another line that don't do that. Let's see, I think it's like this. Yeah, this outfront variation. this, this, which looks really weird because nobody's playing in the center like you normally do. Take, the rook exchange, bishop takes, and this queen b6 move, and I play this against computers sometimes, and I found this to be very kind of annoying to play against, because you can gambit this pawn, actually, try and get development. Ideally it's not good, but it's also not good to kind of trap this bishop. That's one way to do it. You could maybe also play this bishop c3, but then the knight has a hard time. Oh yeah, actually you can't play bishop c3 because this knight will get out. Yeah, I forgot about that move. So those are kind of your two options. But okay, this is another way to play it if they do know kind of the best reply to it. A lot of times we'll also do is they will do this because of course it's bullet. They'll let you take, and then instead of playing the very crucial knight f3, they play this knight to c3, which of course lets you take, and of course win the rook next. So that's very good. And even at my level, which I'm like around, I don't know, 1700, 1800 bullet, just like mom, I've seen that as well a lot. It just, people aren't prepared for it. So this is the Polish opening. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Let's see if we can play or something. Let's see. See if I can find a casual game. I just feel like a loaded game tonight. Oh, and I also have to get white. Well, I can play against the computer anyway. So I'm guaranteed to get white. Level 5. Stockfish. White. See how this goes. So let's play a Polish opening. And they do, in fact, attack the pawn. Attack this pawn. They defend it. It's also something you may see. From here you can either play c4, or you can play e3. I think both are fine. I'll play e3 to start off with. Okay. And from here you can play knight f3, or you could also play c4. You could play d4 as well, I'm not sure. I'll play c4 first. Okay. So, f6. Ooh, this is interesting. So maybe they want to expand this way. At some point. They're going to have to watch out for this pawn if they do that. I'll play bishop e2. And I'll pass it. This is interesting. Okay, so it looks like they may want to push this pawn. And then, no, that doesn't really work there. So I'm not sure. They may just want to exchange the knight and push the pawn. Push my bishop to go back. But that kind of opens up this bishop, so I'm not sure if that's going to go bad for me. So what to do? So that's block in the center. Can we push? Maybe. That would be very cool. I'm just going to keep it simple. I'll develop this tonight. Yeah, I shouldn't take objectively bad. E5 is something I'm considering. Also, just E3. Either of those are okay. B5 is very familiar with those. It's like if I play B5, then maybe this push, just attacking the base pawn, supporting this pawn. A3 seems kind of more fluid, but there's also queen B5 at some point, attacking this pawn further. But maybe I have queen B3 at some point. It's just defending everything. I could also try queen A4 at this point, because if they take, this rook is hanging, so they can't take. Putting this bishop back to. Okay. Interesting. I think I'll just push B5. Castle. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to ask this bishop a question. What does it want to do? This here. This kind of gives me a target there to attack. If I plant the knight here, I just want to take this bishop. So let's try and do that. I'll take this bishop. Bishop goes back. Okay, do I have this? Kind of shuts down this whole diagonal, so I don't really like that, but maybe it's okay. You have to be careful if this knight moves to a square where this is attacked off the X wave here. I think I can't just play this because there's that, using some stuff. You could also just try and open things up. D4. Yeah, we'll play D4. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So at some point I'm going to get this bishop here. I'm going to hit this diagonal because it's a little bit weak now. But right now I should trade or no? Trade. Just knight back, take this pawn. If the bishop defends, I could push and then push this one. Yeah, I'll go for it. Let's go and trade. Okay. Attack this pawn now. Actually, no, there was never this push, because that was the was the end of the pawn chain when I took, so yeah. It's easy to miss stuff sometimes. Alright, there we go. Considering pushing to fixate this pawn. Say this knight would go somewhere, maybe a4. And this bishop and this knight would be hitting this pawn. If they push, maybe I have to hit it b2. Sorry, b2, b3. Just knight a4 straight away. Block this knight from coming here. Then I can play game. So, yeah, that looks okay. Go for this. Maybe I'm missing something. It's quite possible. Okay, so they defend the pawn with the queen. I'm considering pushing. Because if they say take this one, I'll also just play queen b3 straight away. What's this not thinking pushing though? Yeah, they could always push, although it does open up this diagonal, so maybe that helps me. Okay, so let's see, queen b3 push. Maybe I have knight e4, sorry, d4 in that case. Knight e4 push. Like that. And it's getting kind of cramped. I don't really see what else to do. Okay, I'll play queen b3 to start off with anyway. Let's see what they do. Okay, so they fix the structure, so I can't never push this. It's a good reply. You could say you can try and open this file up this way, but it does help this knight to get out, so I'm not quite sure of that. I would like to put my rook here, but the bishop is covering that diagonal well. I want to rook here. Here then, so I'll play this rook here. I'll control this. Okay, so they lock this entire side down, which is probably smart. It does give me this hole to try and get a knight in there. And I don't see how they can very well protect against that with this bishop being closed off. They have to try and push and get back at some point. So let me try and exploit that immediately. Oh, they can do that with the knight. Okay. Should I trade knights? If I have a rook here, this pawn is kind of weak. If I push, this diagonal is good for me. But where is this knight going? It would be kind of hard to develop. Is it this bishop? Maybe I can put it here. Okay, so I see right here it takes, rook takes, push, this. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, I'll go for that. This bishop. Okay, so they just hit my queen. That's a good move. Because it strengthens this rook on this file. At some point they'll push this pawn again. bishop would have to move. Okay, so can I leave my queen either here or here? If I put my queen here, it's not doing what I want. If I put my queen here, this pawn kind of can't move because there's this mate for it. Is this a move though? Okay, let's take this pawn. I want to see what's wrong with that. Maybe I'm not seeing something, I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, just defending like that. It's I don't know why I didn't see that. It's kind of an obvious response. Okay, but now I put this rook on this open file. And this knight cannot really move because it has to defend the square. So if they trade rooks, rook takes, rook takes. So trade rooks and the bishop is here because the queen can't take. And I think that helps me because all these white squares are weak. I have to find somewhere to put this bishop and to get it here. Okay. The factor is that I'm looking at currently rook d1. This bishop here. I probably have to go rook back to d2. Because if I go rook d3, there's this push. And everybody else just loses the rook. This is an idea of maybe try and get in here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it works. A lot of stuff to consider here. Maybe I might set up. Maybe it works. No, it doesn't work. So it's just pushing. Yeah, that doesn't work at all. Okay, I'll just play my rook here. Hope I can get this bishop back. At least this knight can't move yet. And I think I'm doing better so far. But okay, is that a free pawn? That looks like a free pawn. But is it? Because let's say after I take, there's this queen a7 move. And again, if I try and defend this bishop with the rook, there's this fork. It doesn't work. If I move the bishop back, this queen can take this pawn. If I go here, the queen would have to trade. It's interesting. So take e7. Go back. Take this pawn. Go here. Yeah, I mean the queen would seem like it's trapped. So this looks like a free pawn. Let's find out if it is, or if I'm not seeing something. Okay, there's this push, this knight push, oops, sorry, this pawn push, which hits my knight. Okay. not a whole lot of squares. What's this? This. So I was thinking about going here earlier, but I think in this situation the bishop could go here, and my knight would be trapped. So I'm ruling that one out. This one seems a bit too passive. Although they all seem kind of passive. Although with this I could at least defend the bishop. So maybe that one's not so bad to go to. Yeah, I'll go here. Wow. That was a fantastic idea by the computer here. So it wasn't even to get the queen on the file, it was to open the bishop, eventually pushing the pawn. That's insane. Okay, so let me think. So if I go here, try and create a simple mate threat. Obviously right here. Get the queen out of the way. So they trade, get the queen here. Doesn't really look that bad for me. I mean, this pawn is defended. So let's try that. Okay. We're still having trouble getting this knight developed, which is hindering the rooks from connecting, because this pawn has space. At some point they may try and push. So perhaps something like this is would be good. Yeah, I think that actually helps me because the dark square bishop is gone. So by putting pawns on dark squares here, I'm hoping my king side here. Because I have this white square bishop to cover the white squares. This is a move I'm considering. Also just this move, but bring the bishop here, I can just kind of shuffle maybe, although I have this. So maybe not. Push. Yeah, I don't want them to push. I'm going to stop this idea immediately. Okay. I think this may want to double or try and hit here. I think I can adequately defend that though with the bishop. And this rook and the queen if I need to. So I think I'm okay. Let's see. I'll go rook here, this bishop goes here. This. Push the pawn up with that. I think I'm okay. Although if the rooks ever get off this file, this might move. So maybe I don't need to do that. The only piece not doing anything right now is this knight. So this is a very closed position. And whenever you have a closed position, the knights usually have time to go somewhere. So on this square, it can go here or here. And from this square, it can't really do a whole lot. Maybe if we're able to be out this way. Not really seeing a whole lot. But from this square, I see that I can go here or here. And then from this square, maybe here or here. So I kind of like this this idea. This is what's happening. This queen has a few options. I want to kind of control this diagonal, I think. This dark diagonal, because with the dark square bishop gone, I need a way to control the dark squares. So, maybe even queen over one is okay if it's a big thing in this pawn. I usually don't like playing the queen on the back rank if I can, but maybe it's okay in this position. I'm not sure. Queen c3, it helps defend this pawn. I'll play queen c3 instead. Yeah, so this pawn is defended currently. And I'm going to put my knight here and then here if I can. Okay, so let's see. That would force the bishop to come off the board. And then I think I would just be doing a lot better without the yeah. Because I would have this bishop versus this really bad knight. So let's do it. Even though the knight is better in closed positions, this was a powerful bishop. And yeah, do better. It's just how to improve from here. Okay, so I have an extra pawn and a better piece. It's not doing a lot now, but it can in the future. And they have some problems developing, so right now they're attacking this pawn, so I need to defend that. Okay, rook d2 maybe, because again I don't want this queen to come off this diagonal. I could also just push this pawn. Might have here at some point. So d6, just attacking this pawn. That might be an idea. Although if I push this pawn, I can maybe lose this move at some point. So let me play rook d2 just to defend like this. Okay, this really weakens this diagonal. With my queen, it kind of seems bad. Now, how do we get this bishop better? Because I've got other pawns on light squares, which is hitting my bishop. I can try a break, a pawn break, maybe. Queen should be good for me. I think it would. Because I could target these pawns. This bishop actually is doing something. It's guarding this pawn. So if they don't trade queens, what would they do? Let's say queen 5. What could I do? Queen 5. Here. Here or queen 4. I don't really see what I'm threatening to do if they just move the queen. This kind of seems like a wasted move almost. So, okay. It's complicated. So much these are the kind of questions that really help to I feel like help me calculate better. You know, if you're able to mentally process these types of questions and your games, I think it'll help. It's not easy sometimes. You know, sometimes you have this position like I'm currently in, where you know you're better, but there's not a concrete way forward to win. And it can be difficult sometimes. So just being able to calculate a few various moves and try and go from there is just talk it out before you commit to something. I feel like that helps. Actually, I'm considering this move. This move in a rook and bringing this pawn. It's pretty straightforward. It's not like major sacrifice or anything, but quiet moves are sometimes the best moves to make. Slowly trying to help your position. It also stops this move if considering that. Just worried about this. Back. Actually, I'm just now noticing this diagonal. If I'm able to move. You know what? I think I want the bishop here. Imagine if I could sacrifice a rook. And let's say if the queen would take this, for example, push it away, and then push, and then there's this. It seems like a very concrete way forward. Ooh, okay. I feel like this helps me a lot because now I can just plant the bishop here, and this rook is trapped. And I do offer the queen trade. It's surprising. I think that helps me a lot. Because now I can even, yeah, this is just winning. Completely winning here. So we'll analyze after. But this rook is trapped. These pawns are falling. I don't even need to promote a pawn. I can just walk my king forward. Look on the 7th rank. Going forward. Let's checkmate. Okay, so that took a little bit longer than I expected. But you can't play the Polish Open, even against computers. That's, you know, it wasn't terribly high rated, but level 5 stockfish. So plus the computer analysis to see how well or how terrible I did. So looks like I played pretty well. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. One accuracy like that. Let's see if I can. I want to analyze this on chess.com. See if I remember how to copy this to a clipboard. Yep. I've had trouble with this sometimes. Getting it to load into chess.com. And also, I'm not sure if the screen recording is capturing this, the screen I'm currently on. Say this to do chess, except for on my phone. On my phone, I just play better. That's the idiot. Let's say position. Just position here. Just games. And we hit review. See how well chess.com. Okay, so according to chess.com, I had 92.1% accuracy. The computer had 82.9% accuracy. I think so I played like a 2450. I think it's a computer played like a 2200. So, yeah. Just went through a little faster. And yeah, it's just a lot of shuffling back and forth. Of course, that's a number. Okay, well, anyway. That was all about the Polish Open. Channel, you can play it. And also, I just wanted to discuss some things going on. Some real world problems, excuse me. You know, cheating in chess and people's mental health. Those kind of things are what's really important. Chess, you know, it's fun, but at the end of the day, it's a game. So, my advice is, you know, no matter what your religion, no matter what your beliefs, is just try and take care of yourself by also taking care of other people. And I think that the Bible very clearly demonstrates how Jesus did that, and how he's given us instructions to do that, because he did claim that he was the Son of God. And, you know, it's just very clear to me that that's what he claimed, exclusive truth, and he showed that in his life. So that's how I see things. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you get better at chess, or at least have fun playing. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.